And we're a little bit about normalizing your head gasket now. We are going to normalize it. We are not going to anneal it. Annealing copper makes it really, really soft. Normalizing means to remove all the stresses that are within the copper. When these things are made, they're rolled, and the rolling process and the stamping process of punching the holes in the gasket and punching the shape out generates stress. Copper also age hardens, which is why if you've used your bike for a while and you take the head off, you need to re-normalize it, the head gasket, before you put it back on. So you're normalizing is returning the material back to its original state and removing any stresses that are in there. When you anneal something, you soften it below its original state. If you soften copper too much, it will unfortunately become like putty, and it's too soft, so it won't form a decent seal on your cylinder head. When you tighten it up, it will tend to squeeze out. So what you need to do is normalize it, and all normalizing, the difference between the two processes in copper is the way you cool it. When you anneal it, you dip it in cold water. What that does is it freezes it on the outside, and the inside of it is still soft for briefly. So you actually generate stresses that you've just taken out. So what you need to do is to normalize it, and by normalizing it, all you do is just let it cool in air, and it'll cool down all by itself, and then you've got a decent gasket to use, and it will serve you well for many, many years. I've constructed this device here, which is a bit rough, but it's to stop it moving around while I'm heating it up. What we're going to do is we're going to heat it up to dull red heat, and we're going to follow the gasket around with the blowtorch. You won't get it dull red everywhere at once unless you put it in an oven, special oven for it. So we just keep the torch moving, and you'll see it go red, and as we're moving it around and just behind the flame, it will be red very briefly because it cools so quick. Okay, so we're going to do it. So first we go around and heat it up all the way around. You don't want to heat it up red hot in one spot. Keep the flame moving. And you can do this, if you mess it up, don't matter, just do it again. You can't hurt it unless you melt it, in which case then you've just ruined your gasket, and you don't want to do that. You see it going blue. You can do this on fire bricks. I just don't have any fire bricks. It's going dull red now. Immediately behind the flame. Camera might not pick it up because it's not really designed for doing that. So with your gasket, As long as you've had it red hot, well, dull red all the way around at some point behind the flame, it doesn't matter that it's not red everywhere. So as long as it's dull red, it goes dull red and then it cools. And that's all there is to it, really. You don't need it the whole thing glowing red, and then letting it cool, because you just won't get it to do that. Well, certainly with a blowtorch anyway. You've got too much cooling taking place, if you like, just behind the flame. So anyway, so there we go. That's done, ready to go. Put it on the bike.